Yo, what's good guys, it's Shoto Draft. Hopefully everyone's doing well, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And I'm sure you guys already know what's in this box based on the intro, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh, and it is double box. Let's take it out of the second box. Hopefully all the games are okay. So let's take them all out and get a closer look. Oh man, these are clean. So here's everything outside of the box, and as you see, we have the first 7 games for the first 2 generations of Pokemon. We have Red, Green, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And what I'm going to do in this video is go through these one by one, so feel free to use the timestamps below to go to your favorite game. And also a huge shout out to the seller. His name is Japanese Pokemon Collector on IG, and he made a post where he was selling this entire set for a very reasonable price. So I hit him up, sent him a DM, and he messaged me back with several pictures detailing, I guess, like any flaws or damages to the cartridges and the box itself. And he was very helpful. He even sent me a video of him packaging everything up, so really appreciate it. If you're watching, huge shout out to you. And believe it or not, my most watched video on my channel is actually my Pokemon game collection video, which was back in 2020, I believe, and that was when I barely knew how to use the camera that I bought. The white balance is completely off, the quality is trash, so hopefully this video does a better job, and one day I will do a complete collection, but stay tuned for that. I think a lot of people may be itching to see what's inside of these if they've never seen this before. Let's just start with Gen 1 and just move on to Gen 2. So let's first start off with Pokemon Red. So as you can see, we have Charizard in his iconic pose on the front. It says Pocket Monsters right there. Pocket Monster Trainers, I think. I believe that says Fire. And yeah, I just want to give you guys a close look at the box itself. It's very different from the, I guess, the international releases of the games. So yeah, so we see Game Boy, Nintendo, Super Game Boy. You can play it on the N64 and even the Super Nintendo. Also the tradability of these games. On the side, we do see Pocket Monsters with that as well. Do wish to read Japanese one day. I just need to sit down and really just teach myself. But on the bottom it says Game Boy, Nintendo Creatures, Game Freak. On the top, we have the little tab. And on the back, we do see a little Charmander in front of a Pokeball. We have a Charmander fighting a Pidgeotto, I believe. And we have, where is this? I believe this is Viridian City, or it could be Cerulean. I think it might be Cerulean, but let's open it up. And we have a little plastic insert right here. So let's take a quick look at the game. So the game does come in this little baggie, and it also comes in a little carrying container. I don't know if this is actually standard, but we do see the cartridge right there. So unfortunately, it is a little bit more boring than the US counterpart because it's just a gray cartridge with a sticker on top. But I mean, still, it is very iconic. It is basically the first game. Red and Green were the first 2 games to ever release. So we have the game right there. Putting it back in this little plastic sleeve. And also, let's open up the game book and everything. I don't know if it comes like this, but if it does, that is crazy how it's just original everything. But we have the game booklet right here with Charizard, the same art as you see in the box. We see little silhouettes of other Pokemon in the background. We see a Mewtwo, a Machoke, I think, Pidgeotto, Staryu, basically just all these silhouettes. And on the back just continues with a little Charmander as well. And let's just kind of quickly flip through this because I think the booklet for all of these are going to be pretty much the same. Maybe the Pikachu might be different, but yeah, I might go slow for this one, and then I think as we go through the other ones, I'll definitely slow down. But here we have classic Ken Sugimori art, you know, like the watercolor design. It's so iconic, love it so much. We have a Game Boy Pocket, the OG. And yeah, just, you know, more text of how to play the game. We have a Clefairy. We have the artwork of Red accessing his PC. We have a little Pokeball right there. A rare candy on the bottom. Also, I think that's a full heal. We have Red riding his bicycle. We have a Kabuto. We have the gym leaders right here. So we have Brock, Misty, LT Surge, a Erica, Koga, Sabrina, Blaine, and last but not least, we have Giovanni. Moving on, we just have some more text, and we have our classic mascot, our Pikachu, in the classic Ken Sugimori art style. Moving on to some more, I guess, battle screen, I guess, help, I guess. And trade features, you know, link features and all that. We have a random Kakuna. We have a Professor Oak with the 3 starters that you're able to choose in the game. I think growing up, just because everyone liked Charizard, I chose Charmander, but growing up, I think I like Bulbasaur a lot more compared to the other 2. Oh, we actually have some other Pokemon as well. So we have a Caterpie, Pidgey, a Rattata, Ekans, some very basic Pokemon, a Pikachu, Nidoran female, Clefairy, Kakuna, and that is it. So we have the little booklet, very nice. We also have this little Game Boy Pocket leaflet or pamphlet, I guess. So give you guys a little look at that. And yeah, that's actually pretty cool how there's actually like a charger for that. I think that's what it is. Maybe it's like earphones. No, I think it's earphones, I think. And here is the other side. I do have the yellow one, but do want to complete my Game Boy collection as well. So there is that little Game Boy Pocket advertisement. And this, I think, is so cool how they include this in every game. I don't know if they do it in Gold and Silver, but the first games, the first generation at least, they give you a town map. So obviously we're starting here down in Pallet Town. So Pallet Town, we go up to Viridian City, Viridian Forest, Pewter City. We have the Indigo Plateau right there. Moving on to Celadon. Up there is the Cave, Cerulean. I think that's Saffron right in the middle. I believe that is Fuchsia. No, Fuchsia's down here. What is this one? This is Vermilion because of SSN. As you see, we have the Rock Tunnel, Lavender Town. We have the place where Snorlax will be blocking the road, and then that route leads down all the way down to the Seafoam Islands, Cinnabar Island, and we're back to Pallet Town. But I love how they have these town maps in the first few games. I think the first generation of games. So yeah, and on the back, I don't think there's anything on the back, but it is very well maintained. I think if I do find a really good copy of this, I might want to kind of like frame it on the wall. But yeah, so we do have a Pocket Monsters town map. Very nice addition. Next, let's get into the counterpart for the other release. So we have Pokemon Green, which features Venusaur. Venusaur is my starter of choice. I think the grass line is so cool. And yeah, let's just take a quick look around of the box. So we see Venusaur in the classic Gym Challenge, I believe. Gym Challenge Ken Sugimori art style. Pocket Monsters trainer again. I believe that says Leaf. We have Game Boy, Nintendo. The same thing except instead of Venusaur and red, it is, no sorry, Charizard with red is Venusaur with green. So here is the front. On the top we see Pocket Monsters in green. On the bottom it says Game Boy in purple. Side, same thing. Same thing on the other side. And on the back we do see a Bulbasaur as well, in the same, I guess, little frames from the game. And opening it up, we do have the cartridge right here. And I remember when my cousin first came from Korea years ago, he actually had this game, and for me, being the complete noob that I was, I thought this game was completely fake because it was a gray cartridge compared to like what we got in the States. But man, was I wrong. He actually gave it to me, but I think I like threw it away because I thought it was fake. So little did I know that it was an actual copy. But yeah, so we have Pokemon Green. Same art style as the cover art on the box. Now let's get into the booklet. So we actually have Venusaur right here, the same as the cover, with the green silhouettes of the Pokemon, and on the back we do see the Bulbasaur right there. And I feel like these booklets, were at least the first gen, is all going to be the same if I just quickly skim through it. And yeah, it looks like it's exactly the same. So no real point of going through this. This one, we actually have a little, I guess, I don't know, just little advertisement or just how-to of how to connect the games, 2 Game Boys together. We have, oh, this is actually a Super Game Boy advertisement. So Super Game Boy is basically played on the Super Famicom, which is basically the Super Nintendo that we know it as. And yeah, so as you can see, you can insert your Game Boy game in there and you'll be able to play it on the TV. And here are the different colors. Really want to get this one, the clear plastic one. But I do have the yellow one because yellow is my favorite color. So yeah, we have a Super Game Boy advertisement. And again, we do have the town map. I don't think there's a need to open it up. So yeah, let's move on to Pokemon Blue. And I believe this came out shortly after the success of Red and Green initially because it was so popular. So I mean, why not? You know, the third starter is there. Why not just make a game for it? Unfortunately, the international audience never got a green version, which I think would have been sick to have like all 3 plus Pokemon Yellow. But I mean, it is what it is. But we have Pokemon Blue, We have Blastoise on the front. I believe that's water. And just basically it's just different Pokemon, different color palette, but everything else should be the same. So we see Blastoise, Game Boy, Nintendo, all the same stuff. On the top we see that. On the bottom we do have a purple Game Boy logo. Side, Pocket Monsters Blue, and opening it up, basically it's going to be the same ordeal. We have the cartridge, and I don't know if they actually came like this, because I don't know, that's such an extra thing for Nintendo to do, but I mean it is Japan, so I mean it also fits perfectly, so maybe it is. But we do have the cartridge right here. Again, we have the same deal with the gray cartridge with a blue sticker on it, and nothing much going on in the back. And yeah, it's basically just the same artwork, as I keep mentioning every time. And looking at the paperwork, again we have the booklet right here. This one has a Blastoise, blue with the lighter blue silhouettes of different Pokemon patterned throughout. On the back we see a Squirtle, and pretty much the same ordeal, so nothing exciting there. This one I guess is like a health warning, and we have a town map. So I guess this one it didn't come with, or I guess the advertisement for like either the Game Boy or the Super Game Boy was lost. But yeah, let's actually get into Pokemon Yellow and see if there's any differences. So let me just clean this up and let's get into Pokemon Yellow. So Pokemon Yellow was a special edition after the huge success of the first 3 games, and we actually got an international version, you know, of Pokemon Yellow, where Pikachu was basically the mascot. I think Pikachu around this time got popular because of the TV show anime series, so that's why they introduced Pokemon Yellow. I heard there was a potential rumor of another game coming alongside it, which I believe was like Pokemon Pink or something, and the mascot was supposed to be either a Jigglypuff or a Clefairy to kind of go along with the pink theme, but take that with a grain of salt. But I think that was like a rumor or like leaked somewhere. But let's take a look at this one. So this one has Pikachu in the middle, and there is no little like lightning symbol or like lightning little like water droplet. It's just Pikachu. So yellow is my favorite color, so love the box design and everything, like the contrast between the gray and the yellow. And yeah, on the front pretty self-explanatory. On the top pretty much the same, purple Game Boy on the bottom. And yeah, and on the back we do see Pikachu with a Pokeball. We have the Game Boy printer. I do want to pick this up just for the collection. And where are they? I think this is Fuchsia City, but we have some other screenshots of the game and everything. Oh, this one's a little bit beaten up on the back. There are some rips here and there, but obviously I'm going to be displaying the front, so that's not a problem at all. So oh, okay, on the side we do see Pikachu the movie, so maybe that's why they decided to make this game. I believe this came out in 1999, maybe, someone needs to fact check me. But let's actually take the contents out. And again, we do have the cartridge in the bag in the plastic case with a gray cartridge design and the yellow Pokemon Yellow sticker. And this one has a pretty cool, I guess, image of 2 Game Boys and printer. And yeah, plain gray cartridge, nothing exciting about that. And if we take a look at the booklet, I feel like the booklet might be different, so we might need to slow roll this. So we have Pikachu right there, the yellow booklet. On the back we see, I've never actually seen that artwork from Ken Sugimori. That's actually a nice touch. And let's take a look through it. Maybe it is the same. Yeah, so far it looks, I think it is the same. Actually, no, okay. So we're starting off with a little Pikachu right there. The Pikachu home screen. We see a Blastoise. Okay. Another Clefairy. Gonna skim through and see if there's any differences. Another Pikachu. We have the starters, and that is all she wrote. So maybe not too different. This one we have the Game Boy camera. And this was crazy. So we have a little advertisement of that. They had so many accessories for the Game Boy. Love to just pick up all of these for the collection one day. Let's take a look at the back, and on the back we do have the pocket printer as well, where you can actually print out the pictures that you've taken. So very cool. We also have a Game Boy Color advertisement. So this was the new era when Game Boy Color was making its way onto the scene, I guess. So yeah, we do have all the Game Boy Colors right there. This one's actually pretty cool. It's like a clear plastic compared to the Atomic Purple. We do see Pikachu right there, Pokemon Yellow, Tetris, Wario, and Samus, or Metroid. And looking at the back, we have, I guess, different ways to connect your Game Boy accessories to the Game Boy. And of course we have the town map. So yeah, that is it for Gen 1. Sorry if it took longer than usual, but hopefully you guys are using the timestamps below to go to, I guess, each game that you guys want to see. Next, let's get into Gen 2, which is probably my favorite generation of all time. So we have Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And growing up, my mom actually bought me Gold and Silver, the English version, on the release day from Kmart. And I remember waking up that morning, she just randomly pulled it out under her bed sheets and she just gave it to me. And I have so much nostalgia for this game because I think before, I guess, I played these games, I didn't really understand the story as much. Whereas this one, I played it, you know, front to back, left and right, just everything about this game, I kind of played it to the ground. So Gen 2 is very nostalgic, and even when they did the remakes, I love that. So enough of the therapy, let's actually get into the box art itself. So this is actually very similar to the international versions that we got in the States. So we have Ho-Oh on the front, we have this like gold, silver, like spiral going on in the background. There is a metallic foil sheen to it, and it says Pocket Monsters. It is textured, it says gold right there. And this was for the Game Boy Color, and this was the introduction of shiny Pokemon breeding so many things from Gen 2, which is crazy. And it says Game Boy right there. On the top it says Pocket Monsters Gold if it focuses. On the bottom it says Game Boy in that classic navy blue. On the side we do see Pocket Monsters again, and same thing on the other side. On the back we see a Pichu and Pikachu. A little silhouette of Pichu in the background. We have a Pichu fighting a Meryl, and this is by the National Park, I believe. And yeah, here is a picture of the back. So let's get right into it. Let's open it up and see how it differs from the first generation of games. So again, we do have the little plastic sleeve, the cartridge, and oh, this one is actually like a navy blue with a Pokemon Gold sticker attached to it. I actually really like the contrast of like the gold and the navy. Unfortunately, I thought it would be one color, but it is split, so the top half is a navy and the back is like a dark gray. And let's look at the other stuff that comes in the box. And looking at the booklet, it is non-foil, unfortunately. It's just a plain gold silver spiral, but we see Ho-Oh on the front and some text on the back. Opening it up, we have to slow roll because it is our first time seeing it. We see Ho-Oh again, and we have the main protagonist, Ethan, Gold, whatever you want to call it. We have Silver, our rival. We have the Kimono Girl, the classic. We have the little menu screen of the Pokédex. We have the home screen for Pokemon Gold, the Game Boy. Gonna just try to stop wherever we see a picture. So we see a picture of the bag. We see Ethan looking at his Pokewatch right there. And I love the night and day system in Gen 2. We have Bill, and we have Professor Elm, we have Professor Oak, and we have our mama right there. We have a berry and a charcoal, I believe. I think that's a berry. We have some Pokeballs that you can make from Kurt with the apricorns. We have the battle screen right there. We have Ethan running with a little battle screen on top. We have a Meryl yawning and a Snubble wearing a bow. We have a Elekid, a Charizard silhouette in the background. It's kind of random. We have the introduction of breeding. So we have a Togepi egg and a Elekid egg. The new evolve screen. We have the gym leaders, so we have Faulkner, we have Bugsy, Whitney, Morty, we have Chuck, Jasmine, Price, and Claire. And yeah, this is the upstairs portion of the Pokemon Center where you can trade and battle. We do see a little Lapras chilling right there in the water. We have Bill's teleporter, I think, or PC, something, where you can trade. With the Game Boy, you were also able to use the AR, I think, or like the little scanner at the top, and some more stuff, and that is all she wrote for the booklet. This one is a little pamphlet of how you can clean your Game Boy cartridges, which we had that in the States. Ooh, we have a Neo advertisement of Neo Genesis, I guess, or Neo 1. We have Chikorita, Totodile, and Cyndaquil. Unfortunately, that Cyndaquil art is a little bit different. There is no green background. Very, very nice. Oh, on the back, oh man, I saw these. What are these called? Pins? I do want to pick these up. We have the pins for all. Unfortunately, there is no crystal version, but for all 6 games right there. And yeah. And we also have another Game Boy Color advertisement. Same thing that we saw from the Pikachu game. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Pokemon Silver is going to be similar. Let me just clean this up. So for Silver, we have the same foil front with Lugia, the mascot Pokemon, on the front. We do see the spiral, like purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, this rainbow spiral going on in the background. I'm assuming to like contrast between Silver and Ho-Oh, which is like the rainbow Pokemon. We have Game Boy Color. It says Pocket Monsters, which is a little raised and textured. It says Silver right there. See that on the sides. That's upside down. Game Boy in the classic navy blue. And on the back, it's the same thing. Pichu, Pikachu, little silhouette of Pichu in the background. And yeah, basically the same thing. Opening it up, we do have the cartridge. And this one is... oh, this is actually opposite. So on the front, we do have this dark gray with the Pokemon Silver sticker on it. And the back side is that navy blue, indigo blue color. A very interesting take of how they flip-flop that. And getting into the literature, we do have the booklet again, which I'm pretty sure is the same except we have Lugia instead of Ho-Oh. Oh, actually there is small differences. We have a fire breather. Kind of go through and see any differences. Oh, we see a little Blossom there with the Charizard in the background. And yeah, it's pretty much the same. So if you guys want to see the booklet, just check out the Pokemon Gold version. We do have the same thing that tells you how to clean your cartridges. The same Neo Genesis Neo 1 advertisement for the Pokemon card game. And the same Game Boy Color pamphlet. So yeah, and last but not least, the game that I'm most excited about is Crystal version right here. We see the little Pokemon Crystal logo, which is basically like Suicune's crown, I guess. We see the foil design on the front, the Game Boy logo is even in the foil, and it is textured. This is textured as well, and we see this little like ribbon of like the Aurora colors, like blue, greenish, kind of like spiraling in the background. It says Pokemon Crystal, and yeah. I think Suicune out of the three beasts is my second favorite. I think it's Raikou, Suicune, and then Entei. But anyways, let's take a quick look at the box. So we see Crystal on the top, Game Boy on the bottom if it focuses. See Crystal on the side right there. And on the back we do see Gold or Ethan and Lyra. I believe it was Chris. That was her official name. Yeah, this was the first game where we were able to play as a female protagonist, so I think that's a very nice touch, as you see by the little screenshot right there. There aren't any Pokemon on the back, unfortunately, but we do see the new introduction of the female protagonist, so that's a very nice touch. And for this one, he did note that the little tabs right here were ripped off, which doesn't really bother me too much, but let's actually take the game out. And this one is a little bit more reminiscent of the games that we got in the States because it had this cardboard cutout for the game itself, but it came in this like, actually this like blue baggie for the cartridge, and we do see Pokemon Crystal right there in all of its glory. I'm glad that they actually kept the same like design of like this like glitter translucent blue shell. Oh, that's so sick. I never noticed that. So on the back of the cartridge, we see like the Suicune crown on the actual chipboard itself. That is insane. But yeah, so this one is very similar to the international release, and we see Suicune right there, little sticker, Game Boy Color, and yeah, very nice. That is such a nice touch on the back. And let's see if the reading material is any different. So we see Suicune on the front, and we see Suicune right there as well. And this one we do see Chris and also Ethan or Gold. We have a little schoolboy with his little bag. Just gonna note out any differences. We see a Jumpluff instead. We see 2 of the Pokewatches and 2 of the bags for the male and the female. We see both of the protagonists running, and we see a Gyarados. It would have been cool if that was a red Gyarados in the background. Ooh, we have some unknowns. We have some unknowns because the lore with like Suicune and also a Skarmory chilling on that mountaintop. We actually have some different colored eggs, so I'm gonna say Igglybuff maybe, and this one, I have no idea, like Drowsy? I have no clue what that egg could be. The gym leaders again. Oh, this one we have a little Corsola in the water instead of a Lapras. And yep, that is all she wrote. Let's see the other pamphlets itself. The cleaning thing for your cartridge. Ooh, what is this? Is this a poster? January 27th, 2001? Wait, what? No idea. But okay. What an interesting advertisement. Pretty sure we have like a warranty information probably from Nintendo. And last but not least, we have another Game Boy Color advertisement. So yeah, so that is gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this, and I do have no regrets in terms of buying this collection. I do wish I guess bought it a little bit sooner because prices would have been a little bit cheaper, but still I think the condition of these is so good that I just couldn't beat the price. So Japanese Pokemon collector, thank you so much for selling this to me. You did a great job in maintaining this. I think with this purchase I'm like a third of the way there for my Pokemon game collection, so once that is complete, please stay tuned for a video in the future. But I think that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys want more videos like this, please like and subscribe. Like I said, I do want to be adding more to this collection, so you guys may be seeing more mail days in the future. Thank you guys again, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.